I know it hasn't been easy, but terminal operators have been an essential part of our port's efforts to reduce emissions. They have played a critical role in this. For example, at my home port, which as you know is the Port of Long Beach, diesel particulates from cargo handling equipment has been cut by 93% from 2005 levels. NOx emissions are down 73%, while container volume has increased by 12%. This is very, very important progress, and I'm proud that the state of California and local partners, such as the industry itself, have committed resources to help with this effort. With state resources, we've funded demonstration programs for zero-emission handling equipment and rolling out charging outlets for cargo equipment at some of our busiest terminals. That's what we've kind of done. But we know that much of the investment in low and zero-emission equipment will come from private terminal operators. It's where much of it is going to come. So in both in your written testimony and in your oral testimony, you've talked about loan guarantees or low-interest financing programs as one way for Congress to spur investments at marine terminals. Can you dig a little deeper and tell us how you see that playing out and what is the scope of what you're talking about?
Thank you, Mr. Lowenthal, and again, appreciate your leadership in the Port Caucus and the efforts on behalf of ports. Thank you for the question. Certainly, port operators, the terminal operators, yes, support the goals of lower emissions and being good port stakeholders in the communities in which they live. It is, with that in mind, takes significant investment into those efforts, which are important to the nation and local communities, but deter from them getting to the productivity of the business that they're about, moving cargo. And that's part of our focus on trying to achieve more flexibility in receiving support for things that are broadly good and national goals in order to support the investments that can be done throughout the facility. Loan guarantees are, amongst other avenues, means to support that investment in everything that gets done on the terminal operation. You know, we're reminded of Title 11 in the vessel construct of loan guarantees and support, not available today, certainly, and probably not prospectively available, but that sort of program as a dedicated means for a national asset would seem to be something that we could consider, and I'd be happy to work further with the committee and staff towards that end.
Thank you. I would like to work together with you on that. Also, you mentioned talking about how these loan guarantees or low-interest finance programs can help programs or projects that are, I think you mentioned the term broadly good in terms of the public's interest. But can you be more specific? What investments do you think our terminal operators right now would they make if we did provide these low-interest loans, if we did help them by providing the financing that they need to do this, the background, in terms of loans? What specifically do you think they would be focusing on?
The first dollar always goes to Mr. Lowenthal, to your question, to the things that are required as part of being good citizens in the community, such as the environmental matters that you previously